are so many different types of refugees. Many of the refugees we try to assist aren't here in Kosovo. They're outside. They're in Serbia and Montenegro and Macedonia. Some of the people we assist are still here in Kosovo, and they just can't go back to their home. They're living in a village that's maybe a couple hours away from their home. It's very hard for them. They're not really accepted where they are, but they also don't find conditions that they hope would allow them to return to Kosovo. So they live a very difficult life. The reason people can't return to their homes is twofold. One is, of course, that many of the homes they want to return to were destroyed as part of the conflict. So it requires a lot of assistance from the international community to help these people rebuild their lives. And it's hard to get the money necessary to help those returns happen. But the biggest obstacle is that you don't recover from a conflict overnight. The security situation here is still very, very difficult. There's still day-to-day tension between the Serb community and the Albanian community. What the UN can do is it can help people to come together. We can encourage dialogue between these groups, and we can encourage all of them to recognize that by respecting the rights of the other community, they will actually build a better future for both communities. We need monetary support. We need funding to keep the work that we're doing going. If you don't invest now, it will cost you later.
We are already several years after the military conflict in the region, but we still have a considerable number of refugees, and their condition is still not solved. And just mentioning the Roma refugees from Kosovo, they are already 4 years in Macedonia under this temporary protection status, which is not acceptable.
There is a Japanese proverb which says, "Don't give me the fish, teach me how to fish," you know? We don't need humanitarian distribution. This is very bad. You are making parasites out of these people. What we need is a specific program of education, specific program for the youngsters. UNHCR should, first of all, make a clear research on the problems which this local community have. Not to say that UNHCR hasn't provided support. They have provided, but there were some cases when there were overlaps and duplication of energy and material into support, and sometimes we had no support.
Па овде во општината има многу големи проблеми од областа на менталното здравје, како и на здравството, затоа што овде 95% луѓето се незапослени, примат социјална помош, така да степенот на заболувањата заразни е голем и еден од најголемите проблеми овде е кај жените, затоа што тие немајќи веќе право да одат на лекар со плаќање, има преголем број на абортуси, има преголем број на раѓање на мртви деца, деца со аномалии, и тоа е еден од најголемите проблеми, така да овде насочуваме нашата здравствена програма. Зашто си бил урош да играш тамо?
Vidite, mi smo nudili već samog početka kada smo došli jedno privremeno rješenje za izbjeglica, za ovu katastrofu, ovu današnju što se nalaze izbjeglice, ali međunarodne zajednice očigledno nisu htjeli da čuju naš zahtjev i naše rješenje. Mi smo jednostavno privremeno rješenje nudili, ono što jeste i logički, da mi idemo privremeno u neke zemlje razvijene koji su za ovih 4 godine izgubili naša deca školovanje, to jest obrazovanje.
Па многу тешко. Самиот факт дека сме раселени во собствената земја уште повеќе боли, затоа што нити државата, нити Европа, нити сите тие што дојдоа да ни помогнат во државава, не успеа да ни го решат проблемот веќе трета година. Па ние полека ги изгубивме сите надежди дека некој може да ни помогне, затоа што многу време е, 3 години од животот е многу време за да се живее вака и да очекуваш, постојано да очекуваш некој да ти помогне. Единствено што треба да сватат меѓународните организации, тоа е дека македонците да не сакаат да се вратат во Рачино.
We have enough money here to solve the problem. We have the democratic government here to solve the problem. We have thousands of people from all world here to solve the problem, and we still have 200 families which is living miserable life for 3 years. So where is the results?
The UN system, actually, it is quite known and quite obvious that is in a need of reforms, both from the functional point of view and from the financial point of view. UNHCR should eventually try at least to strengthen its role, its position vis-à-vis the authorities.
There's a tendency when the internationals are here to be able to say it's their fault, and for the local community to not take ownership of what happens here. And part of what the UN has to learn how to do is to do our work in a way that really does provide support and encouragement and pushes where necessary, but doesn't try to replace the responsibilities that lie with the local authorities here.
It's pathetic to take someone from New York and to put him in Arachino to try to understand something. If someone sent me to some foreign country to help fugitives there, where I have no connections with one or another side, maybe I can do something. And vice versa, if you bring someone from Liberia here, he will know the real problems of the real people here.
Hi.